Are you taking the Praxis Core Math exam? That is test code 5733. If so, how'd you like some help with those geometry questions? All right, this video, we're going to walk through a few practice problems from the geometry type questions on the Praxis Core Math exam. You ready? Let's jump in. Let's take a look at this problem. So a square and a rectangle have equal areas. The square has a side of 12 centimeters, and the rectangle has a length of 18 centimeters. What is the rectangle's width? Well, we've got two shapes here, a square and a rectangle. And maybe you don't remember the properties of these shapes, so let's cover that first. So a square is a four-sided shape where all the angles are right angles and all the sides are equal. We're told that this square has a side of 12. That means that this side is 12 and this side is 12 and even, this side also 12. So that's our square. Now a rectangle, what is that? So rectangle, you might remember, also has all right angles. It's a four-sided shape. Technically a square is a rectangle, but the difference is a rectangle doesn't necessarily have all four sides the same length. So let's draw a rectangle here where the sides are not the same. We're told here that the length of the side is 18. Okay, so that means this side is also 18. This is the width. We don't know what that is. This is that same measurement. So we've got these two shapes here. We know that their areas are equal, and we're trying to find that width of the rectangle. So what we can do is we can calculate the area of that square because we know that the sides are 12. And the area of a square, well, how do we calculate that? If you don't remember, that's not one of the formulas that Praxis gives you, but they do give you the formula for the area of a rectangle. Okay? They tell you the area of a rectangle equals length times width. And since a square is really a form of a rectangle, we can just do 12 times 12, and that is 144. Now, quick note, use the calculator they give you to calculate that 12 times 12. You may remember that off the top of your head, but better to be safe than sorry. It's easy to make a simple calculation error on this test. You've got a lot of other things going through your head. Use the calculator, get that 144. Okay, and remember the first thing the problem told us was that the square and the rectangle have equal areas. So let's use that in our formula over here. So we know 144 equals 18 times the width. And now this becomes an algebra problem. We just solve for W, get that W alone on one side. Now, again, using our calculator, so we're going to divide by 18, and 144 divided by 18, I don't know off the top of my head, but using a calculator, it's 8. That's our answer. And that's how you solve this one. Let's take a look at this one. Simply says solve for x. Then we're given a shape. It's a three-sided shape. This is a triangle. We see that one angle is 45 degrees, one is 72 degrees, and then the third one is x. That's the one we're trying to find. So maybe you stare at this and think, how do I find x? What do I have to go on? So the trick to this one is remembering the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. If you add up the three angles in a triangle, it always adds up to the same amount. Maybe you can't remember what that amount is. So let me show you a way that I use if I forget the number. So I'm actually going to draw something that isn't a triangle. I'm going to draw a square. So a square, you might remember, it's a four-sided shape. Each of those angles is 90 degrees. Okay? So I have a good time remembering 90 degrees, right angle, square. Those things in my head just stick. And if I draw a square, I can remember, okay, if one angle is 90, there's 4 of these angles. That means the sum of all of them is 360. Okay, if you're with me so far, let's do one more thing. Let's draw a line just like this. Now what do we have? We have 2 triangles. So a square is really just 2 triangles smushed together. And if that's the case, then the angles of the interior of the triangle are just half of that 360. So really, this one adds up to 180, and this one adds up to 180. That's, again, taking this 90-degree angle and these two angles that we just cut in half. So we can take that 360, divide it in half, and get 180. And that is the sum of the interior angles of this triangle. Now, to solve this problem, let's just set up a simple equation. 180, that's the sum of all of them, equals 45, that's one of the ones we're given, plus 72, that's the other one we're given, plus x. Remember to use your calculator. It's better to do this using the calculator than in your head. So if we subtract 45 and 72 from 180, we're going to get 63 degrees. That's the answer to the question. All right, here's a problem. What is the area of a circle with a diameter of 36 inches in square inches? And there's a note, use 3.14 for pi rather than the pi key on the calculator. So we've got a circle. Let's go ahead and just draw a circle. That's a pretty good circle. And we're told the diameter is 36 inches. So the diameter is simply a line that crosses the middle of the circle. Okay? And we're told that distance is 36 inches. Then we need to figure out the area of a circle. All right, now that's one of those formulas that the Praxis exam gives you, so you don't have to memorize it. The area of a circle equals pi times r squared. So remember the note, use 3.14 for pi, so we can say area equals 3.14 times r squared. Now, we're told that 36 is the diameter, so you might rush to go jump that number right in there, but that's not the right way to do it. Remember that diameter and radius, not the same thing, okay? If we were to draw a radius is a line that goes from the center of the circle to the edge, but doesn't go all the way across. The relationship between a diameter and a radius is simply that the radius is half of the diameter. Okay, let me say that one more time. A radius is simply half of the diameter. So here, we need to take that 36 and divide it in half. Remember to use the calculator. Don't do this in your head. 36 divided by 2 is 18. That is the number we want to plug into our formula. All right, so we're going to say the area of a circle is 3.14 times 18 squared. All right, that is how we solve this problem. Now, 18 squared, again, use your calculator, 324. All right, so area equals 3.14 times 324. Don't lose that decimal. If we do that math, we get that the area of this circle is 1017.36, which, great news, that is one of our answer choices. And that's how you solve this one. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was helpful to walk through a few of those problems. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch more videos with more walkthroughs, more content from the Praxis Core Math exam. Better yet, click the link below, become a study.com member. The study.com Praxis Core Math exam is going to cover so much material, everything you could possibly want to know about this test. You're going to get to do full-length practice tests. Those tests look just like the real Praxis Core Math exam. By the time you get to test day, you will be so ready. So good luck on your test.